Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Woo, it's Friday. It's Friday. It's community challenge stream. Heck yeah. How's everyone doing today? You've moved. I gotta move the whole overlay. I gotta redo the whole thing because this is the work area now, but the camera's not in its final spot. So I just quickly moved you over here so you can hide my belly. So how's everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? It's Friday. It's the community challenge stream day. If you haven't entered, I'm gonna give you like 5-10 minutes to get those last minute entries in, and then we're going to start the show. So how is everyone doing? So we'll kill some time for a couple minutes. Hello chat, hello plastic people, hello, hello, hello. It's not Canada Day, tomorrow's Canada Day. But how is everyone doing? Love the color of the worktop. It's an LTT store mat that's way too big. It's actually too big, like it hangs off the edge. But I'll probably keep this here. Once I get this all cleaned up, I probably will keep this LTT store mat out because we're not gonna be doing builds in here. It's just gonna be print and chills and unboxing. Ooh, I gotta move that. Ooh, look at the gap. That gap ain't good. Look, you can see my fingies through it. That ain't good. I gotta fix that. So I'll probably leave this out because we'll just be like doing unboxings and print and chills and just, you know, community streams in here because all the builds will be in the garage in the future. So we won't need a really, this will be good for a work surface. While we wait for everyone to get in here, quick update before we do. What is the stream today? Every month we do a community challenge live stream. So this month's theme was summertime. So hopefully I have these all set up. That I'm gonna have to move all these camera angles. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move all these camera angles. Rating setups. Oh wait, no, this is the right camera. Okay, I'm gonna have to move me. 1 second here. Boop, 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 boop. I'm gonna have to go there. You can go there, and we'll just leave this open area down here because I'm not gonna move the whole overlay. We'll just do this. Chat can live there. Chat can live there. I'm not gonna bother moving chat because my overlay is a single element. So we got that, we got that. There we go. That's, okay, there we go. Okay, cool. Too many cameras. We only got 2 cameras. We got this camera and the overhead camera. I don't have the mobile camera right now. We only got 2 cameras in here. My lagging, it would be you. We haven't dropped any frames. We're uploading at 18,000 kilobits a second, 60 FPS, and we haven't lost a frame yet. So every month we do a community challenge. This is the channel in the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, go join the Discord. Link in the description. I'm about to close off this channel in a minute here and disallow entries because I have to pause the channel while we're live. Because we're live on YouTube and you can't have naughty things. So the winners will get some Only Benchies merch. So you'll get a hat or a t-shirt. You get a choice of either hat or t-shirt off the Only Benchies store. And also you get a spool of filament of your choice from Polymaker. So shout out to Polymaker. Also, do you want to win some Polymaker filament? If so, enter for your chance in the video description. There you go. There's a link in the video description. You, the audience, can enter because every stream we give away a free spool of Polymaker filament. So you know we're doing the community challenge, you still get your chance to enter. So link down there for that. We'll do the draw at the end of the stream. And then afterwards, I don't know how long the challenge will go. Some of these take the whole stream. Some of these are done like an hour and a half, and then we'll just figure some stuff out. But tomorrow we got updates. We got updates because tomorrow I've got myself a box of enraged rabbit character. Yeah, you can tell it's rabbit themed. Oop, I gotta clean the brim off this piece still. Rook. We're doing the Rook build tomorrow. So I've got all the parts printed for the Rook. There's the rookery, I guess it's called. We've got all the parts printed for the Rook build. So tomorrow in the garage, in the shop, we will be starting the build out there. Yesterday was the members stream. Every month we do a members only live stream. So if you're member of the channel, me failed English, that's impossible. If you're a member of the channel or Patreon supporter, every month there's a live stream that's just to hang out with us folks. It's kind of a give back to the community because I don't like gatekeeping content, but I do want to reward those that are direct supporters of the channel. So every month we do a live stream, and on that live stream we built a computer. So garage updates. We got workbenches. I went and painted them black because they look better. But yesterday we built a computer for the garage so we can actually run a stream out there at a frame rate and a resolution that doesn't remind me of like 2006 Justin TV. So we built this, nothing super fancy, i3 12100F, 660 MOBO, 16 gigs of RAM, 480 NVMe, 480 gig NVMe. The graphics card, which is a 1070 Ti, and the power supply were donated. This is an old case I had kicking around. It doesn't have a ton of oomph, but it's got enough to, it's pretty much as powerful, if not slightly more powerful than this computer we're running the stream on right now. So it'll run a stream. So that means tomorrow, probably tonight actually, I got to punch a hole in the wall and run an Ethernet cable to the garage. It doesn't have a DVD, no, there's nothing in the DVD drive. We don't have a DVD drive. So the countertops were all installed and everything. I actually got the computer out there now. Look, power. So I actually got the computer out there now. By the way, this monitor, I've been a proponent of, if you need monitors, just go to like a Value Village or a Goodwill, because a lot of time you can get like old Dells or whatever for like 10, 15 bucks, especially if you just need like a secondary monitor. Like this is a garage, there's temperature swings out there. I'm not gonna be buying no $400 G-Sync 4K high refresh rate monitor out there. I want a monitor out there that if, I accidentally drop it or if it freezes in the winter and it dies, it's not a huge loss. So anyways, I'm like, okay, whatever, 10 bucks. Oh shoot, it's got like a dead like zone there. You get this band on it. I'm like, I'll open it up. Maybe I can fix it. That monitor is never coming in my house again, and I have had for mine to douse it in ISO and set it on fire. There's nothing alive in it now, but there were things alive in it with multiple legs. I think I know what caused the damage to the monitor now. Kill it with fire. So yeah, so that, and I think that's it with pictures. Yeah, there was as a Miami-based drug lord once said, it is full of cockroaches. Little ones. We don't get the big ones here. We get the little ones. That kind of deal. Well, I've seen it where you just like clean it up and it's kind of good. I was hoping it would just be like a loose connector or something. No. So yeah. It had some bugs. Yeah, it had some bugs in the system. So let's do the community challenge. So let me lock the channel off here. So permissions, you can view channel, you can manage the channel. Nope. Create invites. You can send messages. No. Send messages in thread, create public threads, create private threads, embed links, attach files. There we go. Cool. So you shouldn't be able to post in the channel anymore. I have to do this because this is a live stream. We are live on the internet. This is my job. And I can't have people going and posting things on a live thread on Discord, that's main screen on my channel, that are naughty, no stuff. So you can't post to the channel. So if you haven't entered, better luck next month. But what you can do, and what I want everyone to do, is join the Discord and go through the channel and thumbs up stuff. Like you can react to it. I want you folks to react to the pictures and the entrances. That way I can sort of get a feedback of this stuff as I'm coming across it. So, hey Steve, excessive builds. Thank you for becoming a member. Cheers. The countertops. Oh, the countertops. Nothing fancy. This whole thing is being done on a budget, as you guys know. So this countertop is literally like, I went to the Habitat for Humanity Restore, and they do a lot. I guess apparently if you're renovating a kitchen, if you want to donate the kitchen, like if you're demoing, like you're redoing your kitchen, if you tell them, hey, take my kitchen, they'll just come and take your kitchen and then they'll resell it. So you get a tax write-off and you don't have to pay for the demo. They literally just come to your house and take the kitchen, like the cabinets and the countertops and everything, and then they resell it. So they have a bunch of countertops. So I bought like an offcut that was all kind of bashed up, and luckily I cut off like the damaged part. So this is like just like your generic like melanin or whatever, like, you know, countertop. And then this is not a real butcher block countertop, but it's like a faux butcher block countertop. So yeah, so both of these were relatively cheap. And then the bench itself is just 2x4s. I bought like a dozen 2x4s, shoved them in the cross track, and I kind of, this is how I'm gonna build it. And it was fun because nothing is level. So I pretty much had to build this like from the top down. So I bolted like a 2x4 to the wall and leveled that, and then everything was based off that, because like none of these legs are the same length, because the garage slopes towards the front and it slopes towards the edges. So nothing is the same. A budget that, oh God. In terms of budget, we have no budget. So what I still have to do is, I don't know if I have a picture of it. Oh, here we go, this will work. So this is an older one, but this is my work toolbox. It's a 47-inch toolbox. I need to get like a 4-foot countertop to put on top of this as the work surface. So for now, I'm just gonna use the granite layout table that I have, the quartz one, put it on top of some of it, and we'll just kind of make do. But I do want to get like an actual countertop on this, because this is going to be where we're going to do a lot of the builds, is on top of this toolbox once I put a countertop on it, because I can move it around for different camera angles and whatnot, and I can move it right out of the way if I need to like free up the whole area, so that's nice. Put the old cabinets in the garage. That's a good, like, it's like fridges. When you get a new fridge, you take your old fridge, you put it in the garage, and that's your beer fridge now. And I got my shitty ice cap, which is like the only thing they have good at Timmy Ho's. But it's getting there. I think we're gonna go with a for the door, we're gonna go with like a dark green, like a deep green. Somebody shared a picture. Because I don't want to paint the door a bright accent color, and I don't want it to be the same color as the background. Like I wanted a different color, but I want it a complementary. So I think somebody quickly did this edit. So I think we're gonna go with like a dark green for the door. I think that way it doesn't stand out too much, but it's still a contrasting color. So, and that will also be what the sheets behind the shelf will be colored, which you will see. Okay, so that's enough of me yapping about. I think it's community challenge time. You drove past the Timmy's in the UK? Yeah, Timmy's isn't even Canadian anymore. That's the funny part. Like Tim Hortons is owned by a Brazilian company, and it's owned by the same company that owns Burger King. Tells you all you need to know. With the white trim. Yeah, I think it'll look really good. I think it'll look really good. The unfinished butcher block countertop that they sell at Lowe's are pretty good for the price. In Canada, it was like $250 for a 6-foot butcher block countertop. The one I got, which is a butcher block countertop, but it's not a real one, so it's just like a veneer, was like less than half that. And again, in terms of budget, we have no budget. So I'm not gonna be banging, like the construction will take place on whatever I put on the toolbox. So that countertop is pretty much just a countertop, which is just things are gonna sit on it. And for recording stuff. Just got mine for over on it. Yeah, welcome to Canada, where the prices don't matter, and you never get to retire, and food is stupid expensive. But free healthcare. I love the fact Google pays in American, by the way. Anyways, when the exchange rate goes to shit, I'm doing good. Okay, community challenge time. We have trees and poutine. Steve gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers, Steve. Okay, let's do the right thing. Okay, there we go, right button. Oh, that's another thing. I gotta get another stream deck. So I gotta reprogram my little 8-button stream deck, which I gotta do that. Tomorrow, there might be a stream earlier in the day, unlisted, that I'll just throw up in the Discord, because I'm gonna have to set up the whole setup with like all of the OBS and everything in the garage for the stream tomorrow night where we build the Rook, which that stream will start a little bit earlier. The stream will probably start around 6 or 7 instead of 8 p.m. because it is Canada Day and there's fireworks. So we're going to take the little guy to fireworks. If the weather holds out, it's supposed to thunderstorm. It's always supposed to thunderstorm. So yeah, the stream may start earlier tomorrow, but I also have to do a stream to make sure everything's set up out there. So if you're on the Discord tomorrow, just heads up, you might get a link posted, and if you want to hang out for a bit in an unlisted stream while I faff about and fix stuff, keep an eye out for that. Okay. Community challenge live stream. So it's summertime and the printing is easy. Yes, that's a rip-off of a song. So the weather's getting nice. It's getting a little smoky though. So let's see those warm weather prints. So this is a simple category. These contests are not meant to be skill. Like, we're not gatekeeping here. These contests are always kind of good enough, you're in. Like, we're never really, you know, anal about the rules or anything. So it's pretty easy, these contests, to pick an entry and enter something. And I don't want it like only those who are amazing at CAD have a chance at winning. I want everyone to have a chance. So 2 categories: summer vibing. Just print something summer related. Sun, flowers, beaches, outdoorsy. It's just gotta be, if you printed a picture of a sun, enter it. Cool, good enough. Like, you might not have the best odds of winning, but you got an entry. Summer something practical. Okay, so this one, the print actually has to be summer themed, but actually a practical print. So a beer cozy, an umbrella stand, something that's actually you're using that in the summer kind of makes sense. You can tie it to summer. I don't want to see something that's just collecting dust on a desk printed out of PLA. That's it. Those are the 2 categories. Good luck, have fun. 1 entry per person per category. You may only win 1 category, unless you're Dave. So if you win 1 category, you can't win the other category. But if you can make it to the finals, whatever one we end up doing first, that's, you know, what one we do first. It must be your print. No finding random images on Reddit or Twitter or whatever. You must state which category you're entering for. 1 entry per category per person, but you may only win 1. I just said that. Short videos are allowed, 30 seconds max, and please post a short description with your entry. We do allow shilling. So if you design this thing yourself, post a link to it. Okay? I don't care if it's a paid model. Post a link to it. It's your model. Shill yourself if you did some work. You do not have to be the designer of the print, but it can and will impact final judging, especially if multiple people print the same thing. So print quality description, my favorite color may be used to determine who gets placed. So if 2 people print the same thing, it's under dome rules. Winner gets an Only Benchy merch prize, either a hat or a t-shirt off the Only Benchy Yacht Club store. Link in the video description, or ! merch in chat. And you also get a spool of filament. Contest closed when the stream went live. Do not chat in this channel. There is a specific channel for chatting about the entries. Okay. So let me pull up the super advanced tabulating software that we use to control these. Ooh. Okay, so we got the super advanced software loaded up that we use to keep track of all the entries. So how this works is I pick finalists. So I go through anything that I stand out, or if you guys are really popping off about, those get pulled into the finalists. And then we get about anywhere from like 8 to 12, I like to do, finalists, and then you vote on the winners. So I pick the finalists, you pick the winners. And that's how it works. And then the winners get contacted, and then voila. I will need to know your address to send you the merch. That's about it. Sound good? live chat. So there we go. Okay. Oh yeah, and this did come up. If you live in the land down under, wow, that was horrible. It's currently winter, so winter is good for you. Because I found it funny that somebody thought that would be an issue. So I'm like, cool, whatever. Australian summer is winter. So, you know, if you're in Australia and you win because you printed a Santa Claus or I don't know, a kangaroo with a Santa hat, I don't know. I will request proof though, because I'm going to see your address. And if you don't live in Australia and you entered a winter themed thing, you're disqualified. Okay. Let's start this. Okay, so here we go. Pink Girl 2242 or 2242. Summer something practical. Printed this holder for my mother's sunglasses. Printed it 15 hours. 22. Blah blah blah. Filaments are eSun PLA, eSun E Twinkle Pla Plink, 0 gradient. Use Bamboo Studio to paint the lips separately. That is something I actually really like in Bamboo. You know, the Bamboo Studio and the paint on colors is actually quite handy, because the thing is, not a lot of models are multicolor. Like, you can find a lot of models that would be great in multicolor that aren't multicolor, and just being able to paint it is actually quite nice. You know, I know Prusa Slicer can do that now too. So there we go. So that's a sunglass holder. Those lips are a little creepy, but that is a little summer print. So there we go. So practical prints. And usually at first I grab a bunch and then we start to whittle it down. And also for those new, when it comes to entries in the finalists, I tend to categorize things. So in this case, we have a sunglass holder. We won't have 2 sunglass holders. So even if another print comes up, if it's sunglass holder, it's either gonna be the previous one or this one. So we try not to double up categories within the categories. Okay, we bought an Oni pizza oven and put an IKEA Namamuro table, but needed a place to hang the utensils. So I designed and printed some hooks, designed them so they don't come out by lifting. You just need to rotate them out. So it's a hook. Huh. Oh, it's just a hook. Okay, that's cool. Santa is a summer thing here. There you go. Again, you're thinking about it too hard. we do these for fun. Okay. That's 3. Okay, summer something practical. Fan duct for my mobile airco. Airco. Who calls it? Where do you live? I've always heard it aircon, not airco. Who calls it airco? It's getting hot here, so windows and doors are closed, but we got to dispose of heat somewhere. Poor mailman. So that is. Oh, that goes in your mail slot. PF Dennis gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. So you're exhausting your hot air through your air conditioner through your. Okay, that's kind of clever. I dig it. I dig it. I can dig it. Airco is Europe. It's in Europe? Okay. Summer Vibes, a pineapple ukulele. It was actually printed a few months ago, but I just reprinted the body last week because friction tuners were slipping. Motto for my tuners and work much better now. Ukulele project can be found here, and the headstock can be found there. This was printed in Prusa pineapple yellow, simple green PLA. I like it. You know, this is a practical thing. It is a summer vibe paint print. D, you must post a picture or a video of you playing it now. In the contest discussion channel, I better have a video of you playing it by the end of the stream. Apparently you can't add or replace pictures in a post. You should be able to. Anyways, summer something practical. This is, oh, it's because there's a timer. I put like a 2-hour timer on the channel just to prevent people from posting. Because if I tell people not to chat in the channel, people will still chat in the channel. So I put a timer on it. So there's like a 2-hour timer. But you should be able to edit. Or actually, no, I disable editing because of, again, the NSFW thing. So just delete your post and post a new one if you screw it up in the future. Okay, are you kidding? Apparently you can't. Okay, summer something practical. Latest evolution of the brackets I designed and printed to hold up 3 9-foot umbrellas on our deck. They free the deck for those nasty, awkward, heavy umbrella stands, which is true. I've got one of those. They suck. They put the umbrellas the railing, even more deck space. Printed in PETG-CF. So this is holding up outside. That is, even with PETG, that's, so those are pretty light umbrellas though. That's actually really nice. Does that just clamp on? Wait. Do those just clamp onto the wood? Like, are they actually, those aren't bolted to the wood. Those just clamp on, I think. Is that just a friction clamp? Those are cool. It's oven center and draw latch. Okay, so it just clamps on. I'm assuming you don't leave those up in like strong winds. You have to take those down in strong winds, but those look pretty good. And PETG's got very good layer adhesion, so you're not losing too much by it with the CF except gaining some stiffness. But it still has flex. It shouldn't crack. Posted a progress shot for this last month's contest, but it fits the summer something practical theme. Everything in this bucket is printed. Oh, it's a little garden. It's one of those little garden thingies. So that is summer themed. Put the umbrellas down, the brackets stay up. Okay, so that's good. So you pretty much only put them up when you're out there. That's smart. Something drain outlet adapter for our pool's sand pump to 125-inch hose. Printed in PETG. Oh, so it's just a water adapter. There you go. Something practical I made is the thermal works billows with my Oklahoma Joe smoker. It's currently in PETG and needs to be done in ASA. The first thing I printed. Okay, so this is a, wow, wait, what is, is that sucking air in? Bellows. So that, I'm assuming this controls air going into the smoker? Is that how that works? Or is this air coming out? I'm assuming this is air going in. Pushing air into, so this is an adapter. Okay, I see. I'd be a little, I don't know how hot this is getting because it's not in the smoker. So you shouldn't have to worry about like off. I'd be a little worried about off gassing. There's a reason, there's a reason the Cocoa Press costs what it does. Food safe stuff is kind of not cheap. So anytime something's food safe and I see anything food and 3D printing, I'm always a little hesitant. I think you're on the cold side, so I think you're okay because it's just air coming in. It's just an adapter. But that's just always, anytime I see food and plastic, I get a little worried, but I think you're okay there. It's on the cold side for temp control. Okay. It should be cooling itself. True. It's just you don't want, you know, that starting to smoke. And then next thing you know is the gases are getting into your food. You don't want to smoke your food with plastic. Okay. Summer something practical. Replacement weir door for a pool. That was going to be sick. Oh, it's the thingy. It has a pocket to hold some closed cell phone, not complicated, but also the second thing I made in Fusion, printed in ABS. See how long. Oh, it's one of those thingies. Okay, so it's a weir. Is that what it's called? I've always called it the flapper. Am I the only one that's called this thing the flapper? I've called it a flapper. Like I've always called it the flapper. Summer something. Lawn box to hide ball valve. The one on the shelf were not correct fit. Pet cheese, so bravely resistance to Texas summer Cupper Days 100F. 100F ain't too bad. Flapper is the thing that goes in. Yeah, it's true. The skimmer. Skimmer, well, we call it the skimmer, but I call the thing the flapper inside the skimmer. Like the assembly is the skimmer. This actually looks really well done. I wouldn't know that was printed. So it's just a little box to hide your ball valve. Super simple. I like simplicity. Like these are like little projects you can like if you're practicing CAD. This is something like, oh hey, 3D printing. Can we add that picture? It was already done. Not a floater. Practical. Here is the V12 engine cam block with design from IK3D. Your next door even comes with piston Cobra Cuzzies. You will make a statement at your next barbecue. Okay, Billy Mays here. Ooh, it's got that buble. Oh, you just put your cans in there and you put some ice down the middle. So it's basically a cooler. The only thing I'd be worried about is most 3D printed plastic is not waterproof. So as the ice melts, it's gonna leak. And then the water is gonna leak. Like I've seen these before. I'm talking to the audience here. Moisture plus 3D prints with nooks and crannies is always a little something to keep an eye on. And no insulation. Yeah, I think this is more just a cool, like to just get the cool something now, not keep it cold. Like this isn't a cooler. It's a temperature eliminating device. Yeah. Because there is no insulation. So these will cool the cans, but it won't keep the cans cold. Unless you keep dumping ice in there. You have 3 to 4 beers until it leaks and you don't care. So I'll put this under, okay, I hope more of you guys printed, picture stuff, because so far we've got 1 entry for that. Everyone's doing practical stuff. And we're already up to 5 days ago. I don't think we had a lot of entries for this one. Unless everyone entered at the last minute, which to be fair does happen quite often. Okay, summer something practical. Modified my Husqvarna Automower to a larger 5 blades printed in solid TPU using M4 heat inserts. Also changed the back barrel to standard 50mm caster, but they gathered all the grass and mud and rusted. So this year I placed the wheel with a fully sealed TPU wheel with 2 608 bearings inside. Works like a charm since March now. I like these indestructible TPU prints. So okay, so this is a Roomba. So this is a lawnmower Roomba, and you have a TPU disc with TPU wheels, and you attached spinning metal blades to it. Those are actually holding up pretty good. Am I the only one worried about this, like, just exploding? Is that... Am I being a little paranoid? But this is a disc spinning at a couple ripums, maybe more than 2 ripums, maybe 3, with metal on it. TPU is super hella not going to come apart. It is unmanned. It's an unmanned rover, so you should be okay. The ABS version I had before was exploding. That ain't good. Rip it there until it is done. I'll put it in the entries, but I hope you're not walking next to this thing while it's running, because you know, like if all of a sudden, you know, one of those blades decides to, if the thing decides to rud, and has a rapid unscheduled disassembly, and one of those decides to go flinging off at Mach, oh dark stupid, in random XYZ direction, and it's now embedded in your calf. And your insurance company goes, okay, so your Husqvarna lawnmower threw a metal blade at you. What happened? Well, you see, I printed a plastic disc that I attached the spitty metal thingies to. Am I covered under the warranty? And then the lawyer's gonna go, so, just 3D print. This you can't compare this to the Killdozer. Nothing compares to the Killdozer. So I'll it's on the entries. I'm just hoping you give it a wide berth and it is automated. So there's a little bit more allowance with safety margins when it's an unmanned remote device. And we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Summer something practical. Simple, small mods for the pool. Currently also printing the fountain. Well, what does it look like when it's done? Oh, they're just adapters. Okay. Passive-ish home protection. At least he's not using it to visit Titanic. That's true. I'm waiting on the Peter Schreepel video. I designed a submarine to go visit the Titanic. Okay. I should try and prove it out of TPU, but the drinks for the Nero stream some good benchy cooling. So you made yourself a little benchy ice mold. But how does the ice come out? Like, how does the ice come out? I totally am printing one of these, by the way. Well, once we get the challenge done, I'm going to fire up the bamboo or something and print some TPU. Warm the mold and it'll come out. Yeah, but you should print a TPU so you can pop it out. Print in negative and make a silicone mode. Ooh, that's a good idea. Who was it? Somebody did a good guide on how to make silicone molds. It was who is she? She's from Australia. Can't remember her name. I met her at Rocky Mountain Earth last year. Not Uncle Jesse. Billy Rubin. Although, to be fair, it was for molding something else. But I do remember the guide on it. Okay, moving on. Uber. You're not me. Who are you? So for something practical, my son told me the gas turbine was not running properly installed. It turns out the primer bulb had deteriorated with a sizable hole in the stock at the local store. But these are $18 for 3 bulbs. I wonder whether the TPU is resistant to gasoline. It is. That's true. A few minutes in Fusion 360, a few minutes printing, carb rebuilt, a new TPU primer bulb, tested it back in for business. Oh no. So watch this little video. Is that the little thing you pump a few times? Oh, it is a little thing. Okay, so it is the thing you pump a few times before you. Ah, that's cool. Who entered? Okay, so we have Summer Vibes. The only entry I have for Summer Vibes is the damn ukulele. And if they win by default, and I'm gonna be hilarious. I don't think we have anything else. Although we still have some. Okay, updated the railings of deck. Okay, there we go. Good. Summer Vibes. There we go. There we go. A gargoyle. We've got another entry. There, we got 2 entries now for Summer Vibes, finally. something practical. Simple holder for PC fan. Use an octo fan from PC. Really nice pivoting itself in the desk. Hooked up speed controller. USB to 4-pin adapter for 12-volt PD. Printed in PETG. So it's a little fan. Oh, there you go. Gargoyle is definitely winter. Yeah, but it's on a deck, and decks are summer. Printed portable air conditioner vent for a small window in my basement. There you go. Summer something practical. Hose lock adapter for the Fiamma freshwater cap on my camper. Saves me grilling, holding the hose with the small and the flare height and thick walls. It holds water in PLA and the modest pressure. I would recommend PETG. If you're looking at the plastic, PETG has the best layer adhesion, and it's not going to melt in the summer. So you know this is water cooled. This print in PETG would probably be your best bet. That's a hose adapter. Do we have any other hose adapters? Yeah, close enough. Forgot to hit the like button. Did people hit the like button? You got 4 hours. Oh, geez. Yeah, we did not have as many. Oh, hey, look! This gets in because it gets in. Look, Dawn found the 10 mil. This is summer vibing because it's a beer cozy. Good enough. You didn't say what category you're in, and I need more in summer vibing. So 10 mil beer cozy. If you printed the beer cozy out of something like PETG, which has good layer adhesion, so it seals, and you low infill, it would work pretty good, wouldn't it? Because it wouldn't be like a vacuum, so it wouldn't be like a thermos, but you would still have enough air to have like a, it would be some insulating property. Now you're never gonna find your drink again. Another thing would be like, what if you printed it in something like this? Like I got lightweight, like the lightweight PLA. Wonder if that would work. Only where he's in to drink beer. That's why, is it Coors Light? Yeah, it's like they have the mountains on it. And it's like, ooh, when it's cold, the mountains tell you it's time to drink. No, the mountains tell you when it's cold enough that you can't taste that it's shit beer because it's American beer. I say that while I have a couple cans of Labatt Blue in my fridge right now. Don't drink. Light beer has its place. If it's a hot day and you're outside, like working on the deck or doing lawn work, a light beer is good in that case. You don't want heavy beer when it's hot, especially when it's hot out and you're sweating. So a light beer makes sense in those conditions, in my opinion, at least. But still drink tons of water. Water's good for you. As I'm drinking my ice cap, which is sugar. Hey, how is American beer like having sex in a canoe? It's close to water. Okay, back to work. Summer something practical. Got a lot of projects planned this summer and screws were getting out of hand, so I printed a toolbox bin. Pushing the limit on summer themed, but a good entry nonetheless. So add a hawk for a, what's a hawk or hook? A hook. Add a hook for a water dispenser and nozzle for the, oh, so it's a little mounting hook. There you go. Leave the jokes to John. Aw. Oh, come on, that was not good. I had to self-censor that one, though. A little harsh. That's another thing. I gotta realize I had too many kids come up to me at these events and say, hi, I watch your show. And I'm like, I need to stop swearing. So I don't swear a lot. I try to avoid it. But I do have a tool and mold background. I do work in a tool shop, which, you know, is that, and then I spent some time doing government pew pew stuff for fun on weekends. So it's like I do have a colorful vocabulary, and it's like, oh wait, there's kids that watch this show. Shh. Fiddlesticks. Anyways, I need the beat button. I have room for a beat button on here. I could put a beat button on here, but right now I just hit the mute button when I have to say. So, although I don't know, I'm not quite good at the timing. So I don't know. Maybe like, you know, I don't know. Profanity as punctuation. Yeah, it's to accentuate and put gravitas on the sentence. Okay, 3D printed a fishing lure that was created out of necessity when our favorite lure was unavailable due to supply chain issues. I designed it using Fusion 360, 2 pieces in hollow, allowing bait to be put inside. We use these to catch salmon on the Columbia River. My fishing buddy prefers to paint them, while I prefer UV filament. They work extremely well. Holy shit. That is, okay, so you get the bait inside, so it smells like whatever. And then you can customize it, and it works. Fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Oh, wow. Creator Cody, you should be selling these. These are something you should sell. That's actually really cool. Legit, no joke. I don't want the lawnmower. That's actually really cool. No, Control B. There we go. That is really cool. I'm actually impressed with that. That is actually really cool. See? 3D printing can do practical stuff occasionally sometimes when the time calls for it and you're in a neat pinch. Now, you're not going to mass produce these. If you're going to mass produce them, what you would do is you would print this and use it as a negative for like a silicone mold, so you could actually mass produce them quicker. The fish in chat don't agree. Some reviving. Fan of Turn Off Your Brain, Enjoy Transformers movie. Optimus Primal from Printables. I wouldn't really say that's summer. Plus, I haven't seen the movie. I did print him. I have his head. Although I didn't take the supports off because they kind of welded a little too tight. So I've got Optimus Primal with dreads. But I think it looks cool. Okay. White and purple, PETG, black, Ninja Ultima. Okay, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Is it one of those crazy fast ones? Yeah. That looks summerish. Why is that summer? Hey, RC stuff summer. Like for me, it was every time I went to a county fair, they'd have like the RC guys doing their thing. Again, we're pretty open with these rules, and if when it comes to voting, if you don't think it's summer, just don't vote for it. But I like summer RC car dirt tracks. That's like a thing around here. Like anytime I went to like the summer fairs at the end of summer, they'd have like these guys doing their RC thing. So it's kind of like, yeah. Like I'm in the north, remember, I'm in Canada, eh? And in the winter it snows, eh? So anything that, you know, when the sun's out, guns out type thing, if you're doing it and you're not in a parka, eh? With the polar bears chasing you, it's summer. So, eh. Okay, and this is the last one. On behalf of the Quadrilaterals, First Robotics Comp, is that what FRC, First Robotics? I submit the following for your consideration. Is this the video I made? Yeah, this is the video I made. Okay, one second. The audio might be blown out here. So I made this video. So Dave is entering the video I made, and this is from Rocky Mountain, or this is from Murph over the weekend.
顔どにも聞かんわい。お前はもう死んでいる。何？もうは匠できれば。
I'm very serious when it comes to my editing. Hopefully video this weekend, because instead of, you know, editing a video and doing it properly, I made that. Was it printing? No, so that was the Battle Voron. So technically there's a Voron robot now, I guess. I don't know. It has a serial number. It technically can print while it's driving, but if I remember, they were having like a brownout issue or something. So something with the inverter was like, they didn't, because it wasn't working right, but it can print while it drives around. And that's at printing at ABS temps. Like, it can run the bed while doing that. So we had a slight glitch, the problem with prototypes. Yeah, so it can do it, it wasn't doing that. Okay, so that's it for the entries. So this month didn't have a lot of entries. I did post this month late, to be fair. So we've got, okay, the one's gonna be easy. So this one we got, how many entries do we got for practical? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So one of these has got to go, because we're gonna do 4 and 4. Okay, yeah, the RC car is gone. Okay, so we got 4 there, 4 there. Okay, there we go. That works. Okay, so while I get the setup here, next month is July. If you have an idea for what we should do for the July car, I got a few ideas. I've got like a list of ideas we can always use last minute if we probably will start reusing them. So probably in September, because I think that's when we did it last year. Was it August or September? I can't remember. What is your RC car in the vibing category? No, because it's a built thing. Your printer setup, like your print room. So I think we did that last year. That was one of the first ones we did, was show me your print setup. We'll do that again, but I think it was August or September that we did it last year, so we'll wait till then. So for July Freedom, I'm not American, so oh, by the way, apparently I made a joke about American holidays and like people blowing their hands off with fireworks, and it was apparently the American holiday, which one was it? I can't remember which one it was, but somebody got really offended. And I'm like, dude, I don't even know what holidays you have. I just know like America, July 4th, or I know July 4th, I know President's Day, and I know the one where you trample each other for TVs at Walmart. Those are like the only American holidays I kind of know when they are. The rest, I have no idea when they are. So if you tell me it's an American holiday, I'm just gonna assume it's one of those. But somebody got really offended that, see, my Thanksgiving is different. Do we have an Independence Day? Yeah, it's July 1st, it's Canada Day. It's when we filed some paperwork to become our own country. Because we just went, hey, Britain, can we be a country? And they're like, okay. So we don't have, technically it's Canada Day, but it's like, we are now our own country. The end. President's Day. The only thing I know President's Day is because I lived across from Detroit. So on TV, they had like mattress sales all the time on President's Day. I know July 4th. I seen the movie, okay? I know the speech, okay? I know when the hick guy in the F-18 blew up the alien ship, okay? I know when Independence Day is, okay? I seen the movie. I know the history. Okay. Canada Day or Canada A band. Okay. Is chat broken? No, Amorton, chat is not broken. Hello there. Everyone at Amorton and say hello. Say hello there, Amorton. Memorial Day. I think it was a Memorial Day. I'm like, I don't know. Ours is in like November. So I figured yours would be in November. Okay. So let me get this set up here. Because this one's going to be easy. This one's going to be easy. Chat that. Okay, so we are going to do the easy one first because there's only 3 entries. Winter, summer vibin'. Okay, so you're picking the winner of the summer vibing contest or category. So we have the ukulele, the gargoyle, and the beer cozy. So vote on your winner. I'll leave it open for a couple minutes unless there's a clear blowaway, and that do be that. By the way, Victory Tech gave me an updated Voron tap. So I've got an updated one here. Ooh, it's in black. So I've got an updated Voron tap. So this will go on one of the machines, probably the LDO V2. We'll upgrade that to tap at some point once we get it out to the garage. And then I have a little something special for Tallboy. Tallboy shall live again. Okay, so it's a blowout. Pineapple Ukulele Express has won that one. So let me find them here. Winner. Congratulations. So the Pineapple Ukulele Express. Okay, so okay. So this is part 1. So because we have 8 here and I can only do polls of 4, what we're going to do, oh, no, start a poll, not a QA. Vote for your winner. If it's a blowout, that one by itself moves on to the next. If there's 2 that are close, those 2 go on to the next. So these are summer practical print. So this is one second here. 2. And 4. There you go. So unfortunately, because it's I can't really fill up the whole thing. There you go. So you have number 1 is the glasses holder. Number 2 is the tree, the tree, the plastic tree that grows the plants. 3 is the Airco exhaust into the mail slot, and 4 is the primer thing for the weed whacker. You call them weed whackers or weed whippers? I call them, where I'm from, we call them a weed whacker. But some people call them weed whippers, apparently. That's a thing. This is the garage. No, we're still in the basement here. It is hot as shit in the garage. So we're not in the garage today. Strimmer? A strimmer? Weed eater? I've heard strimmers in the UK. What is strimmer? Is that like two words bashed together? Weed eater. I've heard weed eater. A whipper snipper? That's got to be a southern thing. A trimmer? String trimmer smushed together. So that's a strimmer. Huh. Okay. Okay. I've never heard whippersnipper. You just heard it now. Thomas, gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. Weed disassembler. Oh, thank you, YouTube. Apparently I'm live on my channel right now, according to YouTube. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay, yeah, so the plastic plant grower is going to be the one that moves on to the next one. Okay, so... One second here. Okay, so this one is start a poll. Summer PP2. One is that one. 2 is okay. There we go. I'm going to move me down here. There we go. Okay. Pick your favorite. So, number 1 is the fishy food. Number 2 is the umbrella holder. Number 3 is the V12 engine block can cooler. And number 4 is the OSHA non-compliant lawnmower. Again, if it's a blowout, the winner moves on to the finals. If it's near a tie for the top 2, both of them will move on. Better luck next time. There'll always be more. We do this every month. So I need to figure out what we're going to do for July. I was thinking travel prints because people go on vacation a lot in July and August. So I was thinking like vacation travel themed, which travel would include like vehicles. So like RC stuff maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Travel prints are good. Camping. Well, camping's travel. So it'd be vacation. It'd be vacation prints. So camping, vacation, anything not in the home on your free time, not work related type prints. So any prints for your vehicle, prosthetics, sure, why not? Patriotic. I'm not American, so that means nothing to me. Famous monuments, no, because a lot of them kind of piss people off because they're on stolen land. So we're not going to do monuments. So we'll just do vacation and travel, I think. Canada prints, yeah, but not everyone is Canadian. Okay, so it looks like fishy food is the clear winner. So we're gonna do fishy food. So that's good. I can reuse the number. Okay, so this one's gonna be easy. 1 or 2. Other countries have patriotism, but Americans don't know the difference between patriotism and jingoism. Jingoism, is that a character from Star Wars? Jingo Fett, I think. Winter, summer, PP. Practical print. 1. There you go. We'll leave it up for like a couple 5 minutes ish. PewDiePie made a 3D printed video. Cool. Good for him. My cable ears keep catching the mic. Oh, here, 1 second. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, this is going to be a close one. Okay, so because it's going to be a close one, it's 3:09. I'll give it till 3:15. Where are you? Where are you? Do I have a clock on here? I don't have a clock on here. Strap is twisted. Hey, the apron returns tomorrow because we're doing a build. Yep, wrong one. There we go. Apron returns tomorrow because we're doing a build. Oh, I gotta put the overlay back on. Main overlay. There we go. Ah! It's not really close. It was close on my screen for a minute there. Like 4%, 6% is pretty close in my opinion. Going to be in the garage? Yes, the build will be in the garage. I got all the parts printed. I've got the parts kit here. I've got the manual. So half the watchers still no vote. Come on, everyone vote. Like how many we got? We got 270 viewers. And we have a total of 156 votes. But we've got 334 people who entered to win some filament. Well, what the heck? Go down, video description. Enter to win filament. Like the smash button while you're down there. Common courtesy. Why not? And then enter to win filament. Do this now. And then vote. Literally. People at home, you just need to click 1 or 2 in chat. It isn't rocket appliances. Oh, then again, I'm assuming a bunch of people are like watching on TVs and whatnot. Because I'm assuming if you're watching on a TV, you don't really have chat. So. What's a TV? It's that big rectangle that's in the basement that you don't bother go down because you just watch everything on your computer nowadays. Okay, so we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it. It's going. It keeps going in the one direction. Okay, fish lure has won. The fish lure has won. So let me find it here. That was a really cool one. I'm actually kind of happy that one won. Reply, winner. So congratulations to the two winners. So the fish lure and the ukulele. So congratulations, everyone. Golf claps in chat. Have I tried Galileo 2? I have not actually. All my machines are running either Afterburn, like Clockwork, or LGXs. So that's cool. So what time is it now? What time is it now? 3:12. Okay, so we've got like an hour and a half. What you guys want to do? Why do I have little, why do I got things popping up on the corner of the stream here? What is popping up here? I don't know. How you doing? How was the Micron? Ah, fine. Let's watch a movie. This isn't Kick. Arts and crafts time. That's what we're gonna do. So KB3D, I think it was KB3D. Drink. No, tomorrow I've got a nice bottle of whiskey I picked up in the States. I don't actually know how nice it is. Actually, it was a gift. I've got a nice bottle of whiskey for tomorrow's stream that we'll celebrate the first real stream in the garage with. Clockwork or LGX? Clockwork's fine, but LGX was good. I like LGXs. So KB3D gave me this little set of reamers. So we have to build like a little holder for them. Or KB3D, yeah. So I've got this set of reamers. And they're all oily. And it goes up to 10 mil? 6 mil? I don't know. I've got a set of reamers. So I got to put this little case together for them. Speaking of whiskey, I'm in Michigan at the moment, saw some JP Wires in the store. So here's the thing. JP Wires, they do make some high-end stuff, but like just their generic stuff is just a good whiskey in my opinion. It's like a good generic whiskey. It's nothing super fancy, but it's a nice whiskey in my opinion. It's my go-to, like, I just want to drink some whiskey. So I got some. What is B7000? I've used E6000. What's B7000? Let's go get a bottle of whiskey. Not yet. Not yet, class. Lagavulin. Well, that's a Scotch. Lagavulin's a Scotch. And, you know, I do like Scotch too, but. Yeah. Probably should be doing this on the LTT mat. I should be doing this on the actual mat. Here. There we go. I feel like I'm building a model airplane. Smells like I'm building a model airplane. I think these are the good fumes. I remember these fumes from my childhood, and I don't remember much else. What are we building? A little, I don't know, KB3D gave me this little reamer holder set. So we're just putting it together because the community challenge took a lot less time than I thought it would. Because we didn't have a ton of entries this month. Which, you know, it's summer. Everyone's busy doing summer things. So I'm like, you know what? We'll put this together. Take 2 seconds, and then we'll chat. There we go. Yeah, the Ultimate. Yeah, we're building the Polymaker here. So we got ourselves an Polymaker original kit right here, class. And this is how big the Polymaker was. I know. Shoot, I built this backwards. 1 second. There we go. Here we go. Reamer set. KB3D Reamer set. It's open source in 2 weeks. I know, and I'm not going because it's in California and it's expensive to go, and I don't have any sponsors for that. There we go. Reamer set. And then you put the reamers in, but I'm going to wait for that to dry. Okay. Well, that killed 2 minutes. What are we going to do now, class? What do we got now? What do we got now? If we were in the garage, I'd start drilling a hole in the wall. I've already built the computer. I don't need to print anything. I don't think I need to print anything. Oh, the ice tray. I need to put TPU in something. What can I print TPU on? That'll work. About to order P1P. Will I regret not getting the X1C? What do you normally print, NYC? What do you normally print? Because I'll be honest, there's really not much of a difference between the two, other than the enclosure, because you can buy the hardened hot end for like 20 bucks. So just buy the hardened nozzle hot end, swap that out. If you need to print ABS, throw it in a freaking cardboard box, or, you know, because you can't complain about cardboard boxes. We are no longer allowed to complain about cardboard box enclosures on 3D printers anymore. We are not allowed to. That's not a thing. You cannot complain about somebody enclosing their 3D printer in cardboard anymore. That is no longer a valid complaint. And then for the interface and everything, it's the same. Webcam's shitty, but it is what it is. It'll tell you if you're making spaghetti or not. That's all you really need to know. Since when? We can't complain about it because it's now the cheap thing to enclose your Bamboo Lab P1P with PLA. And that's also, you know, a fire hazard as well. But everyone's okay with it. So because everyone's okay with it, we must be okay with it now. Because, I mean, they had contests about it. So if we're having contests about how to enclose your printer in something that's flammable, it must be okay to do now. Do I have some? I need, aha, that'll do. And yes, I'm totally letting this go here, and it's going to hang across, and I'm going to probably catch it at some point. Trash bag. I printed a lot of my original V2 parts in a V1 covered in trash bags. Are you loaded? Yeah, you're loaded, I think. Okay. Let's heat you up. Heater bed. Nope, not heater bed. Extruder 220. Orca slicer. V2 drop 2.0 coming out. Click the default browser. Okay. Gotta update. There we go. Oh. Yeah, whatever. Repair. So V01. Do I have a 0.6 nozzle in here? I can't remember what size nozzle I put in here. Red. What color is the red nozzle? Red's a 0.4, right? Is red at 0.4 with Revo? I think it is. Yeah, it's 0.4. Okay, so we got TPU. I'm gonna have to run this slow because you know this is TPU. It doesn't change the speeds. I don't have a TPU profile. Shoot. How fast do you print TPU? Yeah, I don't know. That seems slow. Sure, I don't know. Okay, so let's extrude some filament here. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Spaghetti. Okay, so we're gonna print a benchy ice mold in TPU because why not? And yeah, I really bent the shit out of that mount. Oh well. Didn't win or get the contest, but it gets printed by the... I'll give it a try tonight. If it works, I'll put it in the scotch or in the whiskey tomorrow. Yeah, it's a benchy ice tray. One board of Owen's pink foam insulation cutting glue. Oh yeah, there's like, I mean, you could just use this stuff. Like I've got, well, I don't know if this stuff's fire. I don't think this stuff's fire rated. But like I've got a roll of this stuff. I could wrap this around a printer and insulate it. It's I need this for the garage door though. And it is hot in the garage, so tomorrow's stream is gonna be fun. Okay, so the bed's heating up right now. I got a clearance 2.4 kit delivered yesterday, but I opted for the Rapido, so now I have to trash bag my SES6 to print the correct parts. There you go. LGX Lite is great for TPU as a special tension level setting. I printed a TPU benchy. Nice. Prevents the duck under the filament. Well, it's TPU, right? So it'll just, you know, stretch. There we go. Let me angle this right so you get proper lighting. There we go. Friday night, I'm feeling sweaty. That's not good. What's the weather gonna be like tomorrow? How is tomorrow's stream gonna be? Move me up a bit. There we go, cool. Weather network. Mad Mike, thank you for becoming a member. Cheers. Okay, so right now, hot and humid weather conditions and high levels of pollution in the air. Yeah, shit's on fire, yo. Tomorrow, 29 Celsius, feels like 37 Celsius, and thunderstorms. It's gonna be hot in the garage tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Printer that dropped it. Yeah, that's the one that dropped off the bench a while ago. We fixed it, and by fixed it, the LGX has still got a pretty mad lean to it, but I think we're okay. We'll fix it later. Need to get AC. Yeah, I need to start getting that mini split set up. I need to insulate the ceiling first. That's what I need to do, because you know, technically I could just, you know, why am I bothering to switch camera angles at this point? Technically, I could just, you know, open the door to the garage and let my house cool the garage. I could do that. Just open the door a little bit before stream, put a fan there to blow all the cold air from the house into the garage, and just kind of hope it stays chilly throughout the stream. Printing. This is the biggest print I've printed on this guy so far. I have no idea how my Z offset is. Good enough. Good enough. Need some earplug. Oh shoot, I gotta. Oh wait, no, I do have an extra Bluetooth dongle. And I found a keyboard and mouse for the garage computer. So I got a keyboard and mouse for the garage computer already. I've got a Bluetooth dongle. I'll just use these guys. I'll bring these guys out and pair them to that for tomorrow's stream. All right, I might just use the AirPod Pros. I do have an extra lav, so that's already out there, but he gave me a lav. It's not a great, it's a budget brand one, but it should be okay. What did I use for the Rook parts? I used Sparta 3D ASA, Sparkle Galaxy ASA, and ABS. But if you want some filament, we give away a spool of Polymaker filament every live stream. Link in the video description. Enter for your chance to win. I gotta move this camera, I gotta take off the wall and bring this to the garage, because it's gonna be the main camera for tomorrow. I'm gonna have to put it on a tripod though, because I don't have a mount for it. Did I find the cam link? Yeah, I've got both cam links now. Yeah, we should be okay. And that will give me time to remove the mount here, because this mount isn't in its final spot. This camera is actually gonna be a little bit more back and a little bit more out, so that you'll see this area of the bench more, because this is going to be the work area of the bench. So look at that mess. There you go. Trippy camera. I mean, I could invert it. 1 second here. transform, flip vertically. There you go. I do love the colors of this. Take care, Arthur. It's mirrored. Well, I flipped it. Transform. Flip horizontally. There you go. Whoop. There you go. Or you can just do this and you can just look at it normally. Is that LED mod? It is Timit's LED panels. They're on Timit's GitHub. And then you gotta self-source the panels, so like get somebody to make them, like JLC PCB. Double Nero. Oh, hey. Double Nero all the way. There we go. Color looks different after printing. Well, the LEDs are kind of blowing it out too. How's that first layer looking? It could be a bit better, but it's good enough for what we're doing. So let's see what's going on in the world. Let's check the Twitters and see what's going on in the 3D printing world. Hello, nice to meet you. If you're over 28 years old and a gentleman, we could be friends. I swear, I've been getting so many stupid bots over the last little while. It's ridiculous. And then crypto bullshit. Crypto bullshit and bots. That's all I get in my inbox. There we go. I need to make the front of this stealth bearer multicolor. There is a file in the GitHub for the parts that is a multicolor. I just printed it on my Bamboo with EMS. Which I just realized I got to print the back panel for the shoot, I still got to print the back panel for the whatchamacallit, this guy, or for the rook in multicolor. I got to do that still. Yeah, the thingamajig. Yeah, I gotta print the thingamajig. Actually, I gotta move this guy, the Bamboo, to the garage today. Which foreign is better? I like my 2.0 because of Mexican, but a lot of people say the China is better. You just don't know. It depends. Depends on the side and what you're looking to get out of the printer. Both of them have the exact same gantry. Remember that. Both printers have the exact same gantry. If you're building a bigger one, like close to the 350 size, a V2 makes more sense. A smaller one, close to the 250 size, a Trident makes more sense, in my opinion. What speed was the first layer? Like 25 millimeters a second, I think. It's TPU, so. But you can print this on a single extruder setup. Yeah, somebody was saying Modbot has a video. It's just like one layer, and then you just change filament manually. But I printed it on the Bamboo. So. Do you make maintenance in 3D printers? I do maintenance on my printers when they need it, but that isn't really that often a thing. So, but yeah, the bamboo's gonna go to the garage because it's way too freaking loud in this house. Because my computer room is right above this room, and when that's doing multicolor prints, it's loud as shit. So that I'm gonna put out there today with the AMS so I can print that panel at least. Because it's hot as shit in the garage, so hey, be good for ABS. Barns are like Pokemon's expensive, space-consuming Pokemon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Vorons in this room. Plus like 2 or 3 in the other room. Unjam your AMS. This AMS is gonna get taken apart. So I've got 2 AMSs. One of them's like the original outdated one, but it's the plastic part that's different. So that one's gonna get modified into a Hydra. This one has a Hydra in it already and it's jammed. So I'm just gonna put the stock one on it just to print the parts I need tonight. Yeah. But this printer, the Rook, or the Rat Rig, and those 2 Vorons are going to the garage. Okay, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 on the shelf. I might have room for 1 more. Will be in the garage. Maybe if I can, the V1.8 Toasty Boy might go to the garage. This is gonna stay in here. Tall Boy is gonna go here. Behind me here will be the Mark IV whenever that shows up. That corner where the Trident is where hopefully, if Big Papa Joey P hooks a brother up, because freaking it's $4 grand, the XL will go. Yeah. And then the resin stuff might also go to the garage. We'll see. Because Elegoo sent me an email and I might be getting some goodies. Because for one, that wash and cure station needs to go bye-bye. So we'll figure it out. Can't wait for my 5 tool. A 5 tool would be sweet. I can't justify a 5 tool. The dually I think is, yeah. What is your most reliable printer maintenance wise? Any of my Vorons. I haven't had to do any major maintenance on them. Do I have an XL? No. What's a good tool head when using the orbiter on a Voron? I don't know. There's a mod, I guess, I think. Are you printing with a spool from another printer? Because I don't have a spool holder on this one. So I just, you know, do this. Because in the garage, when I get it out there, the rep box is going to go out there and it's going to feed a bunch of these printers. Because the garage is humid, right now at least. So I'm actually going to have to seal up my rep box. So I might have to take it apart and put some gaskets in it to seal it up. I do still have a tube of the acoustic sealant that I use for the vapor barrier, so I could just kind of use that in a pinch to seal up the rep box. I should probably talk to Pooch again, because I might need a couple more. We'll see, because I know they got this like drawer thing. What I want to get like a filing cabinet of filament. That's what I want. I shared the Rook panel already colored and set only. I have the STLs for the Fabrico one. Like I have the Fabrico back panel multicolor one that I'm going to be using. Okay, so there are like some major differences between the two from where I'm trying to print it. I want to print fast like on a bamboo. Okay, Peter, the gantry is exactly the same. Whoop. This is a V2. This is a Trident. The gantries on these machines are exactly the same. The only difference is on this one, the gantry goes up and down. On this one, the bed goes up and down. Technically, this gantry is slightly more rigid because it's actually mounted to the frame. This one's mounted on rails because it moves up and down. But on this one, your bed moves up and down, so you have a higher center of gravity, so the printer shakes more. In terms of printing fast like a Bamboo, shit, what printer do we do it on? A V1.0, a Voron 1.0 from 2016 with an 8-bit ramps and DRVs on it. You know, DRVs, the Soviet tractor of drivers, and when they go brrr, moves as fast as a Bamboo when you put Clipper on it using that hardware. Speed don't mean shit, because all printers can move fast if you want to. Printing at those speeds, that's another thing. But guess what? They can all print at those speeds. And this machine, all the parts you see on it, were printed at a Bamboo. Were printed on a Bamboo at half speed, because at full speed, the parts look like shit. Literally. I'm not going to say which company it is, because it's not my place to call them out, but a large company that sells printer parts and accessories and printers in the US. They run a print farm of Bamboos, and they print parts for plastic parts for some printers. And I've seen some of the pictures of those prints off their print farm. They look like ass. Bamboo at full speed printing ABS parts ain't the greatest. You got to print it at the half speed, and at the half speed, that's with the same speed I run these at. So it cooks it, and it has issues on overhangs. So the Fabrico one. I don't. What do you mean Fabrico one? Oh, the Rook. Yeah, the Rook I'm building is a Fabrico kit. Then try and set. Yeah, the Bamboo, like these parts are these parts are great. I printed all these parts on my Bamboo at the stock ABS or ASA profile. All I did was I changed the walls and infill settings and the top and bottom layer settings to Voron spec. So was it 4 walls, 5 top, bottom, 40% infill. So I changed that setting, and I printed it at the stock speeds. I just went into it, instead of running it at normal, I ran it at slow. So, which is 50%, because you know, instead of actually having a percentage slider where you can pick any percentage, Bamboo goes, no, 50, 100, 150, 200. And we don't call them 50, 100, 150, 200. We give them names like Ludicrous because it sounds cooler in marketing. You know, it's just 200% speed. So at 50% speed, the Bamboo prints ABS parts just fine. At 100%, you get layer adhesion issues, and it looks shit on overhangs, and it cooks small details. At least that was my experience printing ABS parts on a Voron or on a Bamboo. Yeah, bridges and overhangs. Yeah. Which also kind of sucks, because sometimes it's like, oh, hey, 100% is a little too fast for this filament. Let me bump it down to 80. No, you can't do that on a Bamboo. You get 50, 100, 150, 200. That's it. You can't pick anything in between. You get what they give you. I'll just go into config and change it. Oh, wait. ASA and ABS print. Good ASA prints as good ABS. There's really no difference between the two, in my opinion. As long as you have good filament, it's fine. This is ABS, but I printed ASA on the Bamboo just fine. It prints exactly the same. Have I seen the ProForge 4 tools for? No, I have not. This is the background. The background music is Stream Beats. It's royalty-free music for streaming. Yeah, ASA. The parts for, like this was printed on my V2 in like, I don't know, 5 hours. This is Voron spec too, so this is hard as shit. This is ASA. This is all ASA and no warp, luckily. Yeah, so I printed all the Rook parts at Voron specs for settings. It's actually 100, 124, and 166. Is it 166? I thought it was 200, 150 and 200, because it's in the slicer. It's 150 and 200 and 50. Oh, I don't know. Either way, you get what they give you. Carrot Rook. Any drone projects? I'm kind of fiddling with designing a quad frame, like a small 1S, 2S quad frame, but it's kind of like on a back burner project. I have gone flying a few times this year, just like cruising around the park. I've just been busy. With stuff, especially the garage. Once that's done, I'll probably fly a little bit more. Hue Forge. I saw some Hue Forge prints at Murph, and I really want to play with Hue Forge now. But I think I have to buy the commercial license because I'd be using it for content. I haven't really looked into it. But it doesn't really matter which license you get, because you get the same value in whatever you pay for the license as like filament from Polymaker, so it's kind of like a win-win-win in that regard. Can you open these? Is this? No, this is sealed. How much are the printed parts for the Rook? I have like one full spool, but if you're printing accent colors, you're gonna need 2 spools. $10 mil, $9 mil, $8 mil, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. No, the 3 don't fit. There you go. Voila. A set of reamers. So, for example, if I got my part here and I've got 8 mil rods and they don't fit, I can run the reamer through and bore them out to exactly 8 millimeter, because that's what a reamer does. So it is handy to have a set of reamers. Having a set of metric drill bits and having a set of metric reamers is something that's nice to have. Peter, CZK, $50. Cheers. Thank you for your opinion. I will build a 2.4 then. There you go, man. Have fun. You can't, but you can't sell your own parts with UForge. Okay. What chat? Tiers are personal, limited commercial, full commercial. Differences between limited and full commercials. You can sell the prints. Full can sell prints and files. Okay. Do you have to restart Clipper to pick up a change in macro? I don't believe so. What is a drummer bit for whatever? It's a reamer. Those reamers are not. Oh, these are budget. These are budget reamers. Reamers are okay. If you don't know what a reamer is, this is a reamer. It's an 8 millimeter reamer. You can get them in different sizes. But if you need to make a hole in something, that is 8 millimeters. You do not drill it with an 8 millimeter drill, because a drill bit will not drill an 8 millimeter hole. It'll be slightly bigger, most likely, because they're not a precision thing. This is precision, as long as you have it, you know, in a rigid drill. You can chuck it in a hand drill and kind of just, you know, eyeball it, and it'll kind of follow the hole, but it's not as accurate. You really want this in like a Bridgeport coming down slow, or whatever. But this will make an 8 millimeter hole. So if you need to make an 8 millimeter hole in something, like say it needs to be friction fit for or slip fit for a dowel, an 8 mil dowel, you don't drill it with an 8 mil. You drill it undersized. So usually we use what? It was, if it's under a certain size, you use like a 16th under, and if it's over a certain size, you use like 3/16. I can't remember the exact ratio it is, but basically you would drill like a 7.5 mil hole, okay, or 7.6 or 7.7 mil hole, and then you would go in with the reamer and clear out that little bit extra material to get it right to 8 mil. And you go slow with oil. So, but since it's plastic, you could pretty much just, you know, right through it, because these are metal reamers. Dropped a few pics in the Discord. Let me check. Yeah, that's what I have. I'll be printing that. I have the files for it. Same set. Oh, that's a nice deburring tool. That's a nice deburring tool. I have this guy. Also, this is another tool you should go buy. It's a little deburring. I have a video on my channel about like tools you should have. This is one of them. It's a deburrer. So, you know, again, you print your part and say you printed it with a brim. You can, you know, this takes the brim off, or, you know, you accidentally squished it a little bit. You got to clean up those holes. This puts a nice little chamfer on your holes. It pivots, it spins. So you just kind of, ooh, and it cleans up all your holes. Good for chamfering edges, nice and smooth. And these are, again, designed for metal, so they just cut right through plastic. Can you show us the print behind you beside of Deadpool? Okay, where's Deadpool? The Vader. Are you talking the Elon Musk one? You talking this one or this one? Yeah, that's an old Elon Musk. No, this one I printed ages ago, back before we, you know. I think this was during the whole Dogecoin thing. Yeah, I think this is a Chelsea model. Back, you know, before everyone realized how much of a douchebag this guy is. So you know what? In the bin. Move Deadpool over. These are dusty prints. There you go. I'll put their Shrek rock over there. How should I fix my deburring tool? The cutting edge too deep. It's like you're cutting too deep. You don't squeeze it as much. Like this is a manual thing. So if you put a lot of force, it'll cut deeper. And then also, if you need to change these bits out, there's a collet. You like pull down on it, and you can take the bit out. And usually they come with extra bits. Bye, Felicia. So this is going to go out to the garage now. I got little bits of plastic everywhere now. How's this coming? Oh, that's printing good. I will say V0's print TPU quite well. But then again, it's a small printer with a direct feed tool head. It should print TPU fine. I always love that when somebody asks, like, does this printer print TPU? I'm like, it's a direct feed tool head. Of course it prints TPU fine. They all pretty much print TPU fine. At least unless you're printing the super flexible. Like this is Polymaker, like 95. I don't know. It's TPU 95. Have I had Canadian Club 20 year? I've had Canadian Club. I don't know if I've had the 20 year. I haven't bought it because my taste in whiskey, while I do like good whiskey, I am cheap. Had trouble. CW2 is much better with flexibles. That's one of the biggest changes with Clockwork 2 was making it better with flexibles. Polymaker high flow TPU is a cheat code. There you go. Here's the thing though, I usually very rarely need to rush a print. Like even the blaster, when I printed the blaster, like even all the parts here for the Rook, I printed on 2 machines in like a day and a half. And the only reason it took so long is because the prints are huge and they take up the whole bed. And I didn't bother nesting them because I printed these like one at a time because these are such a failure prone thing, because I literally had to clamp my my spring steels down because the first time I did it, it actually pulled up the spring steel. So I had to find some clamps and clamp the spring steel down. Does a Kirigami bend mount? Yeah, this is a 02. It's got a Kirigami in it right now. Adjust the tension stop screw on the CW2? I can't remember. Maybe, I don't know. Where YouTube is cracking down against ad blockers. Oh no, don't use ad blockers, folks. Ad blockers are bad and evil. Don't. I wouldn't go to something like uBlock Origin and install that add-on. That would be naughty. That would be very naughty. How long is this print anyways? Oh, this is gonna be a long print. This is gonna be a long print. We're at layer 13 of 65. Limiting to 3 video. I don't know. I was watching YouTube this morning. I didn't have any issues, but I'm also not in the States, so like they roll out stuff differently. The thing is, a lot of ad blockers you can still get around, like oh, you need to have an ad blocker. Have I tried Great Lakes Pizza? No. Where is Great Lakes Pizza? That's in Michigan. I don't know. Sudbury? I'm not in Sudbury. Maps. Is there one near me? Locations. Maps. Great Lakes Pizza. That's in Detroit. I don't really go over to Detroit that often, especially just to eat. I just travel through Detroit. It's V0 go fast. Yeah, but we're printing TPU. Let me bump it up a little bit. Let me bump it up to 125. See how that does. Don't ads equal income to you? To a degree, yes. However, if you are watching me to the point where like ads are a regular thing, I really honestly just throw me $2 as a YouTube member and I'll make more off of you. You give me $2 than I will from all the ads you'll watch in a month. I don't get me wrong. I do make income from ad revenue. It is a thing. But I make, let me check here. Okay, don't hit that button. Let me not leak my revenue. Which isn't as much as you think, believe me. Channel analytics, revenue, okay. So let's see here. So, ooh, I am down this month. Okay, so ads and oh yeah, ads alone. Okay, yeah, videos. So ads, I make more off of memberships and supers. What's the ratio? 3 to 2. 3 to 2, roughly. Yeah. How do I do the math here? Yeah, so it's roughly 3 to 2, yeah. So for every $3 I make off of memberships and super chats combined, I make about a little under $2 in ads. Or sorry, 5 to 2. Wait, was I right there? Oh, I closed it. I think I closed it. Yeah, I closed it. Oh yeah, that's right. That's about right. Yeah, 3 to 2. What about premium? Premium, I'll make more off premium. A premium view is worth more than a non-premium view, and you get me like 3 times as much off ad revenue, but it's smaller. So I obviously make less, but fractionally I make more per view off premium, but I get way more views on non-premium users. So what am I doing? I've been doing full-time YouTube over a year now. Regular streaming content over a year now. I'm still at the point though where I get like, I still lose money on pretty much every video I put out. That's why I stream so much. At a channel my size, it's a vicious cycle where it's like I eat because I'm unhappy and I'm unhappy because I eat type thing. I don't do videos because I literally, for the time investment I put into a video, I think I've only made money back on like 3 or 4 videos. I like made more than minimum wage for the hours that I put into a video in terms of like AdSense off a video. Whereas a stream, I pretty much do pretty good on streams because it adds up, and then I get channel members and recurring channel members, so you know, it's enough. So I don't do videos, but because I don't do videos, I don't get, you know, videos bring in new viewers, and new viewers watch the stream where I make the income. but it's hard to do the videos, like have the drive to do the videos when it's like you spend, like, where's my keyboard video? Spend 3 days and like a dozen plus hours filming everything, and then another 5 to 6 hours editing a video, and it gets 5,000 views in a month. And I've made, how much have I made off the keyboard video? $34. So about 20 hours of work and I've made $34. Yay! So that's Kick offered. Fuck Kick. That is the biggest culty thing. Like, if you go on like the Twitter for Kick, it's all people just like, it's like old YouTube where it's like follow for follow, where it's like follow me and I'll follow you and together we'll make great numbers. It's like, yeah. Do gifted membership? So gifted memberships expire after a month. So if somebody gifts a membership, it's only for the 1 month, right? So if you get a gifted membership, you're only a member of the channel from 1 month from the hour and day that you get that gifted membership. It does not recur. But I'd much prefer, if you were to like, I'd rather you donate or gift 5 memberships than just don't super chat me $25, because I get the same amount of money, but 5 people get to become members for a month and hang out in the member stream and get access to the super secret channel in the Discord. Premium. No, there's a thing called YouTube Premium. You could subscribe to YouTube Premium. It's actually not bad. It's like under $20 a month. You don't get any ads at all. You can play music in like on your phone in the offline mode or whatever it is. There's like a few little perks, but the big one is when you watch a creator on YouTube, they get a bigger revenue. They get a cut of your premium monthly fee apparently. If they were really smart, and what I wish YouTube would do is if you pay for YouTube Premium, you get a free monthly subscription on YouTube or membership that you can just, you know, like on Twitch, where if you subscribe to Prime, you get a free Twitch subscription that, you know, Twitch Prime, and you can give like every month you get a free sub to a creator. If YouTube were to roll something like that, where if you pay your monthly whatever to get YouTube Premium, if you could give a free membership a month, that would be banger. Because literally once YouTube rolled out gifted memberships, creators like me, like YouTube became viable because of that extra income from gifted memberships. Yeah, Bezo bucks. Yeah. $10 a month for YouTube. Yeah, like if YouTube honestly rolls out with like, yeah, you ad blockers are complete, I'll just pay for YouTube Premium. I really don't care. I watch enough YouTube, I really don't care. But here's the thing, I really don't care about ads because there are creators that I support directly that I know my little $2 a month Patreon to like several dozen creators that I spend every month. They'll make more off that than any ad revenue they'll ever get from me, so I don't feel so bad. Cookie TM gifted 5 community memberships, and Kevin gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. And somebody else became a member and I missed it. Spice King, thank you for becoming a member. What are we at right now? 4 o'clock? We'll go to 4:30. We'll go to 4:30. I gotta really fix it. That is really annoying me. 1 second here. Let me fix that overlay. Streaming tools, overlays, edit. Yeah, that's really off. Okay. There we go. Save. There we go. Everything's all janky because the pop-ups that are now over here are now over here, or that were over here are now over there. And also there's a lot of dead air. See, I only gonna move to here. This is all wasted space now. So this camera is gonna come out more and it's gonna look more directly at me. So you won't have as much wasted space, I think. Because right now there's a lot of wasted space on this camera angle. Krypton Von Arcanum, that's a big word. Thank you for becoming a member. And the Haggerty, thank you for becoming a member. Kevin Clark, one of us, one of us. How do you get a gift membership? Be active in chat. So what you're doing right now. And if somebody gifts memberships, you have a chance of getting it. It's random. YouTube Premium is $12 Canadian. Honestly, $12 a month for ad-free YouTube, especially on your devices. Because that's the thing, I don't run Pi-hole. I really should set up Pi-hole at some point. So on my computers, I don't happen to ever get ads on YouTube for some reason. But on like my phone or on the TV, yeah, I get ads. Oh yeah, you also have to allow gift memberships. There's like a setting you have to click in your account to enable that you can be gifted a membership. It's like how, like YouTube makes some things a little annoying. It's like raiding. Like technically I can raid somebody when I end the stream, but like, who can I raid? Modbot, but what time's Modbot streaming? July 5th, yeah. So he's not live. Like I can redirect you to a stream, but nobody's live that I can redirect you to. So. Does YouTube membership benefit you? Okay, so here's the thing. Technically, Patreon is better for me. I do get a better cut of the income from Patreon. I'm a firm believer that if you give money to a creator, you would prefer more of that money going to the creator than like the company, right? So YouTube's 70-30, so I get 70%, YouTube takes 30. So if you give me $10, I only get $7. And then it gets converted to Canadian and I get the $10, but it's Canadian. So it actually worked out quite well. But either way, Patreon, I get a better cut, but Patreon is harder to integrate for things like the member stream. I have to put out a separate unlisted stream and post a link to it on Patreon, and you have to go to Patreon and click the link. Hopefully you got the notification email, and then you watch the member stream. Whereas YouTube, I just go live as a member stream, and everyone who's a YouTube member gets a notification, and it's pushed to them, and if it shows up on their homepage, and it's a lot easier. So. Discord memberships. I don't see a point of doing Discord memberships because we don't really have anything on the Discord that honestly is worth paying for. The only thing on the Discord that as a free person you don't see, there is 2 channels. There's the Only Benchy Yacht Club, which is for YouTube members and Patreon supporters, and it's literally just a chat channel. There's like, it's not like there's 20 channels. There's one chat channel and the one voice channel on the Discord, which I gotta start using more because nobody uses it. We did a game night. We did a game. I played games on it like a month or 2 ago, and that was like the last time I used it. But I don't want to moderate a voice chat on a Discord because they devolve into shit shows. They always do. So that one's behind a paywall on the Discord. There won't be a free because I don't want to deal with that shit. It's a pain in the ass as a moderator. Let me know. Or let me tell you. Steve, thank you for becoming a member. And Kevin, $4.99, cheers. You helped me build my 2.4. Thank you. Thank you for enjoying the content, and hopefully it helped. How do you give people memberships? I think you have to be a member, but you click the money sign, and there's super chat and gift membership. And I can't gift memberships, apparently. Oh, that's enough iced coffee. Now I'm thirsty. I gotta save this straw. I don't have a bottle of water in here. That's gonna get really annoying real quick. Am I a member of my own channel? No, because I don't need to be. I don't think. I am not a number. I am a man. What is this membership? It's YouTube memberships. Chris, it's like Twitch Prime or Twitch subscriptions. Same thing. It's a monthly, basically, donation to the channel. What did you end up doing with the extra keyboard PCBs? Okay, I brought a bunch of them to Murph, and I completely forgot about them. I brought like 5 to Murph in my luggage, and I completely forgot them in the hotel. So I still have like 8 of them. I'll bring them to the East Coast Rep Rap Fest, hopefully if I remember. And if you want one, let me know. I'll give them out. But I still have like 6 or 7 or 8 of them still. I've had Domino's. I've had Domino's. It's horrible. That gifted member. So new model workshop. Gifted memberships are automatically $5. How it works is, because they basically mirrored the membership system off of subscriptions on Twitch, and Twitch is $5. The way YouTube memberships work is they default to the $5 tier. If you don't have a $5 tier, it's the closest tier to $5 that's under $5. So Steve, for example, only has the $2 tier. So gifted memberships for him are $2. Me, I have a $2, a $5, and like a $10 or $15 tier. You get the same thing. It's just how much you want to support the channel. I'm not a huge fan of gatekeeping stuff behind paywalls as is, but I do need to pay a mortgage, so I have to do something. So it's all the same. It's voluntarily how much more you want to give to help support the channel. So because of that, it defaults to the $5 tier when you give memberships. So Little Caesars. Little Caesars is good for the cheesy bread, the crazy bread. That's about it. Hi, Simon. Can I pay you to ship the PCB to the US? DM, maybe, we'll see. Usually the problem is, one, are like, they'll crack if I just put it in an envelope. That's the thing I worry about. And then shipping them to the States you might be better off just going to JLC PCB. Honestly, for the cost of shipping, just go to JLC PCB and order 5 of them. It's like 30 bucks. You'll get like 5 of them. So, like, they're not that expensive. If I went, Polymaker ships worldwide, so you should be able to get it for free or without paying shipping. Link in the video description. Little Caesar. The thing is, though, a Little Caesar's hot and ready pepperoni cheese and a crazy bread is like 10 bucks, and you can feed 3 people with that, as long as they're not like the type of people that eat a whole pizza in one sitting, which I don't do. But it's all pizza and it's all bread, which is horrible for carbs. Little Caesar. Yeah, it used to be hot and ready for $5 and then the crazy bread was $2, and now it's like double that. But everything has gone up in price food-wise. JLC PCB or PCB Way? I use JLC PCB simply for the fact they sponsored the video. But PCB Way, they're both pretty similar. They're both pretty similar, I want to bet. Can you 3D print a speaker or subwoofer? You could 3D print the housing for it, and people have done it. I haven't, because I don't use speakers or so. I use headsets. Headphones and whatnot, which I gotta speak to what's his name from Vector 3D about the new edamames. Keep forgetting about that. Yeah, they here's the thing, they both have the same machines in their warehouse, so. JLC has better rates, so there you go. Like, this one was cool. This is a, what is this? I got this at Rocky Mountain, actually. This is a Duet 3 expansion board PCB. So there's just the PCB. Delmar, gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers! Oh, are they at the park? They are at the park. Just you with the high pitch ringing? Maybe. Like, I've got a noise gate, so. Do I still have the Easter Bunny? No, unfortunately not. The little guy got his hands on it and kind of borked it. Am I ever gonna read the manual for that motherboard that I bought? Ooh, ooh, this is good to know. Are you ready? This is good to know. Oh, this is upside down. I gotta flip that. Desk view. Shoot. transform. Why can't I flip you? There we go. Ready? Ready? This is great. So the computer in the garage, I'm happy to admit, supports WinRAR. Wow, it's backwards too. Shit. It supports WinRAR, so flip horizontally. There we go. There we go. Ooh, there we go. See? It supports WinRAR. We're good. That's good to know. It only has 2 chassis fans though, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. In the garbage. If I need it, there's a PDF online. When was the last time you paid for WinRAR? You can pay for WinRAR? I just use 7-zip, honestly. New Model Workshop. Thank you for upgrading your membership. Cheers. RAR will be natively supported. Yes, but the memes. The memes. I've always just used 7-zip. Infinite free trial. There's like, the thing is though, you have to think about how many people work for WinRAR. Like it's what? It's $30 to activate. How many people work at WinRAR? It's probably like not many. So I'm sure like if a couple people a day worldwide activate it, they're doing okay. Like I'm sure they don't need to be pulling out banger numbers daily to keep afloat. Plus, I'm assuming businesses pay for licenses in bulk, so. TC's Garden upgraded the membership too. Cheers. That is going to be a big ice cube. Probably 2 people and 1 is the accountant. Oh yeah, I found this. The April Fool's 4-on pen that I made out of a destroyed Revo. USB-C cable. Also, for some reason, I have a United States Air Force Auxiliary Civil Air Patrol challenge coin that I found. Somebody gave me this at one of the Rep Fest, and I can't remember who. So I have a U.S. Air Force Auxiliary challenge coin. They have 10 employees and they pull in 10 million annually. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. How does East Coast Rep compare to Comic-Con? Wholly different things. You cannot compare. The Rep Fest are like one room with like a couple thousand visitors over the weekend. Like we're talking like 1,000 to 4,000 at most visitors. If that. Comic-Con and a Rep Fest are completely different things. Like, you ready? You ready? Let me pull it up here. Let me pull it up here. Okay. This is all of the Midwest Rep Fest. This is everything at the busiest it was. So this is it. Like this is it. Behind me is the door. So you cannot compare this to like a Comic-Con, like a big Comic-Con. Like it's fun, don't get me wrong. If you're into 3D printing, it is awesome. But it is nowhere near that, like comparing it to a Comic-Con. both. There were a few cosplay people there. Not a lot, because a lot of people just come to show off their stuff. Like there was this guy walking around. He had a 3D printed Iron Man suit. But like this was the only person I saw like wearing a full kitted out suit. Like a few people had props and whatnot that they brought, but this was like the only person actually wearing a full thing. I may bring my Mando suit to East Coast. I may bring my I may try and get my Mando suit because I got it about like 60-70% done. Like all the plastic parts were printed. Like, let me go grab some stuff from it. Yeah. Ooh, don't. Ooh. Are you Velcro? Oh, you're Velcro. Yeah. There we go. Oh, there's the magazines. Okay. Oh no, that's stuck. Come apart, come apart. Don't break, don't break. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Where is the helmet? There's the helmet. Yeah. So I've got my Mando suit, right? I just stepped on a part of it. Cool. So I've got all the hard part, and by hard part I mean like the rigid parts done. So, but I got to do a lot of the chest, like the suit itself, like the undergarment, the vest, the soft parts. I got to do all that stuff, right? So like, you know, yeah, I've got the, you know, like, oh, hey, I'm a Mandalorian, yeehaw, cowboy. But the suit still needs a bunch of work on the soft stuff to finish it. So I might, if I have time, I might finish it up over the summer and then bring it to the East Coast. We'll see. Sewing. That's basically it. I have to do the sewing stuff, and that's the stuff I don't have a sewing machine, for example. So I have to do like all that stuff still. Literally, it's in a cardboard box sitting in outside the door here. Like it's just piled here. So I do need to finish this. Also, I was smart, so the helmet is barely big enough for my head, because the problem is with these suits, a lot of time the proportions are off. So I made everything as tight to the body as possible and bulky. So like, there's the helmet, and it looks tiny on me, or it looks huge on me, but I got like the shoulder pads are bulked out and the chest piece is bumped out, so it more in proportion. But like literally, this is touching my nose. Like I can't move this on my head at all. Like I am size for size in here. But on the bright side, it actually kind of stays where it is because my head is literally wedged in here. So when I take this off, like my nose literally rubs on the plastic right there. So, voila. Also, not bad for barely any handwork. You can barely see any layer lines on that, but that's because it's a textured finish. Go back here for now. Uncomfortable. It's not too bad. It literally just kind of like, it's like this. It's like if you just rest your finger on your nose, don't push on it, just rest your finger on your nose. That's what it feels like. What I worry about is somebody ever bumping me in the head, because there's nothing there. So, if you like the hat, you can buy it at the merch store. How's that coming along? Oh, that's coming along good. Should get a hold of me. My friend does all the parts and resources for Mandos. Cool. Don't even need a moist modifier. But yeah, so I've got the flight suit. I gotta like tailor it a bit. I've got the vest, which I gotta like trim up. It's too long. Like it comes down to my waist. I gotta like trim it up to like here. I gotta lose the belly. There's a few other things I gotta do. I I need to get a sewing machine. That's what I need. I need to get a sewing machine so I can fix it, or just get more glue. Thank you for the racking video. Nice. Nice. See, for me, my flight suit is just the I just got gray coveralls. Like my Mando suit is like are chunky. Look at Boba. So here's the thing. Let me pull up pictures of my suit. Because I'm actually really happy of this. Tower import. Mando. Halloween. Mando. There we go. View. Large icons. Gotta wait for all these icons to load up. Is Earth any good? Yeah, Earth is good. Murph is more party. Earth is more professional. And Rocky Mountain, I think, is a good mix between. Okay. So, yeah, this is a good example here. Open image in a new tab. There we go. Okay. So that's that. Okay, here we go. So this is, you know, when you think Mandalorian cosplay, right? You see a lot of these, okay? So this is like the suits you see. You got a lot of Boba Fett. Look how big the heads look, okay? The heads look pretty big. And also the armor, it's very flat. Like a lot of this is made out of like, I can't remember what the plastic's called, but it's like it's a thin plastic and you can kind of like form it. But like, it's very flat, right? Not a lot of bulk to it. It looks like it's flat. So this is my suit. I wish I had better photos, but like I'm missing parts. I need some waist pieces still. But you can see how like bulky it is. Like it's got thickness to it. It actually like looks like armor. Like this was under construction, some stuff. See the waist I got to bring in, like this is way too long. I got to bring it into like up here. But you can see it's got like mass to it. So I was really happy how that turned out. So heavy armor. It's the Paz Vizsla suit. Obviously custom paint, and I've swapped some of the parts out. Like the chest piece is from a different set because it's a little bit, you know, not as I've got some hips. So need a cape. I need a jetpack. I need a cape. I want to do some shoulder. Like the problem is, if you look at video, like I did a video on it. I got nothing on the back. From the side and the back, it's boring. So I want to get some like hip armor on the side. I need to get backs of the calves armored up. I need a cape and I need a jetpack. So how loud is the rat rig? When it's printing, not too bad. The fan is the loudest part. Am I printing with hips now? I don't have any hips actually. I think I'm all out of hips. And that's no lie. Okay, so I think we're gonna end this. Are we gonna end the stream here or are we gonna go to 5? We might go to 5, we'll see. Taylor the Taylor, unrelated to my girlfriend Taylor, who is herself unrelated to my coworker Taylor. Is Taylor. But is she related to Taylor Swift? Belt. I do have a bit of a bandolier. I do got, let me go grab the blaster. Where are you? Okay, yeah, I've got this. Yeah, this is starting to fall apart, some of these parts. I gotta tune up some of these, because again, it's been sitting for like a couple months. So I've got my blaster with the DC something. I can't remember the exact model. It's a DC something. It's a Republic Commando blaster. I went with it because I figured, hey, Mandalorian, slightly post-Empire or whatever, there'd be a lot of these on the market. Plus, I could do this. So the magazines, or what are they called in Star Wars? I don't know. I can, that, and the charging handle don't work, obviously. But so I can do that. And then I made 2 of these, which are ammo pouches, and these do. Ooh. Paint might have set a little bit. There we go. So yeah, these are Velcros. These sit on your waist. And they are magnetic. They got magnets. So I can just, you know. So that is the blaster. I didn't do the minigun. This guy's supposed to have a minigun. Miniguns are stupid. But yeah, I gotta finish that up. It's a game cartridge. Upgrade it to Nerf. No, because that's just annoying to deal with. Miniguns aren't mini. Exactly. Nerf blaster remodel for Mando. Well, I do have, if I was going to use anything, I do have that, or actually that's out in the garage right now, the blaster. But I do have this guy. The problem is it never actually, I got the, what is it, the Lablasto. This one. The problem is this never actually fed right. Like I had feed issues with this quite. Like this design is very finicky. Like it's got the chonkiness that would kind of work for Star Wars, but you need to remember Star Wars, a good Star Wars blaster is just an existing firearm that's usually depreciated. So like something from World War II with a bunch of greeblies glued on it. Like literally, look at the original Star Wars. All the blasters in it are just World War II surplus with greeblies strapped to it. How many am I going to Earth? I'm going to Earth. I will be going to Earth. Surly SMG, pretty much. Make it fire glow sticks. Everyone want big gun, but nobody. As somebody who's carried a C6 around in the summer, yes. Big gun, big DACA is always good, but nobody want to carry the DACA. Everyone just want the DACA. So what are we at right now? Hasbro actually makes Mandos. I know, but I don't want the. I still think, like, here's the thing. Carrying a single shot is dumb in Star Wars. If you have the ability for a repeating firearm, why are you carrying a single shot bolt action? If you're wearing heavy armor. The guy wearing the heavy armor does not carry the single shot bolt action. The guy with the heavy armor carries the one with the DACA. But a minigun is stupid. So, thus, Republic Commando Blaster. I was actually kind of, Mitch, I was kind of disappointed 3D Gloop wasn't at Murph. Like, I know Pooch didn't go, so I'm assuming the same reason they didn't go. But still. It's like, where's the 3D Gloop guys? No tug of war or anything. Big gun, no armor. Yeah, that don't work when you start getting holes in you. Well, I think that the issue was this year, Rocky Mountain was the thing. Rocky Mountain to Murph is pretty short time. It's only like what, 2 months between the two. So if you were like, because you have this year is busy. You got Rocky Mountain, you got Rapid TCT, you have you got Murph, then you got and then you got Smurf, and then you might have Form next, and I think there's like one more thing too that I'm forgetting. So it's kind of like if you're traveling a lot, if you went to Rocky Mountain, here's the thing: if you went to Rocky Mountain, you really didn't miss much if you skipped Murph, because pretty much all the companies already showed off everything. There were things to see at Murph that you didn't see at Rocky Mountain. But like, if it's hard to go to two of them, like expense-wise, and it's hard to justify, especially if you're coming from like the West Coast, because you're flying into like Chicago or South Bend. You're flying in to go to Murph. It just doesn't make sense if you've already went to Rocky Mountain. So like, Smurf, Sanjay Mortar Rep Fest. That's in England. Oh, Open Sauce. Yeah, Open Sauce. I wish I could, and LTX too. Like, there's a lot of events going on this year. So. Rocky Mountain is a 4-hour flight. It's about a 3-hour flight for me. The thing is, though, Rocky Mountain is very close to Denver, and Denver's a hub, so flights are cheap. Think we'll see something new at Earth? Maybe? I don't know for sure, but the thing is, it's far enough apart that you might see, like, it's half a year apart, so there's time for stuff to, like, happen. Yeah. Plus, it's a different group, right? Like East Coast Rep Fest, everyone's on the East Coast. So, is there a barf? No, there's no Bay Area Rep Fest. I know a few people want that to happen, but like, I live in Southern Ontario. I wish we had a Rep Fest in like Canada. That'd be great. Hey, Hacksmith, you guys have a big area. You got a big warehouse like 2 hours north of me. You guys want to do a Rep Fest? I'm down. Let me know. Don't think there's anyone from Hacksmith watching this channel, but on the off chance, freaking Joel drives up past me to go to Hacksmith to go drive around on a power loader. Joel. Swarf. Southwestern Ontario Rep Fest would work. Earth. Welcome to Earth. Oh, Florida base. So here's the thing with Florida. I'm a big fan of not talking politics on this channel. I know I got an international audience. A lot of people have different beliefs. You do you. But there's 3D printing kind of... Florida is not very conductive to some of the people we're friends with. Traveling freely to... Yeah, we're just going to stop it right there. Yeah. So yeah, Washington, Seattle would be cool. That's what, well, there's like Barf, but that's like, there's Open Sauce. Voron has a booth at Open Sauce, which I think Steve just signed up Voron for Open Sauce, because if you have a booth there, you get like free tickets, so we could go for free. Which I don't blame him. I would too. I wish I could go to Open Sauce. I wish I could go to LTX, but you know, no money. 3D Musketeers is in Florida. I know. And Grant's good folk. So. Oh yeah, Texas. Yeah, isn't Polymaker's HQ in Texas? But yeah, Austin, Houston, and Dallas. I would say Houston or Austin would probably be okay. Australia when? I mean, in the winter that would make sense because it'd be nice down there. So they're out of China. Oh, I know Polymaker is out of China. They're a Chinese company, but I know they have like an office in the US somewhere. So, because Nicholas is moving to Texas. I just don't know exactly where. Norway when? Yeah. The problem with RepRap is they become saturated. So like, hi Nero, packages ready, will be shipped on Monday. Ooh, Nino, sweet. What are you shipping me again? I'm sorry, I'm like horrible with the Nino. Oh wait, I think I know what you're shipping me. Let me pull my DMs. What the heck? Why am I saying not people's names? I'm just seeing like. BusyBot. Okay, that's what it is. Freaking Discord. Like, I'm not seeing names on Discord anymore. Everywhere. But yeah, it's oversaturated. Like, if here's the thing. If like I suddenly won the lottery, right? Or you know, somehow enough people got together, we're gonna do the Southwestern Ontario RepRap Fest, right? SWARF. I would do it like February or January. Well, even then, that's a problem because if they do Smurf every year, that's in December. Because there's already like too many RepRap. Like you don't want to have too close together because like it costs money for these like E3D, right? Think about it. E3D wasn't at Murph. It's like 15 grand because a ticket over the ocean is like $1 to $2 grand a head. They have 5 people going, plus all the equipment, plus rentals, plus hotel. It's like 15 grand to have a team come to a RepRap Fest. That's a decent amount of money. So, isn't Smurf in London? Oxford. So, like that's the thing. Like, there's enough RepRap Fests. It would be cool to have. The thing is, like, there's none in Canada. There's like something close to one in Calgary, I want to say, but that's Calgary. You're not going to really get people from outside of Alberta going. Southern Ontario could probably handle it if you had it in the GTA-ish area. So like GTA, Kitchener, Waterloo, like somewhere around there. There's enough of there's enough people there, and there's not already any 3D printing type stuff. Like we have North Comic-Con North. There's something already up there. GTA, Greater Toronto area. So I'm pretty sure you could hold something equivalent to a RepRap Fest in the Greater Toronto area, Kitchener, Waterloo, and you would have decent attendance. There'd be enough people there. There are some creators there that would be able to like anchor it. Hacksmith is out of, I can't remember if it's Kitchener or Waterloo, but they're up there. I'm sure there's businesses. That's where most of the 3D printing companies in Canada are based. So I'm sure you could make it work. So Kitchener, that's what it is, Kitchener. You can actually see their like building on the highway because it's got a like they're right off the 401. Yeah. Let me put it on the thing. You might not be able to see them exactly, but they're like right off the 401. Like you can see the freaking hammer. The 401's on the other side of that dome. Like This is a 401. This is the one road in Southern Ontario. So, like, I'm down in this area, they're here. Anywhere in here could probably host a Rep Fest, no problem. Like London, Kitchener, Mississauga, Toronto, Waterloo. Where's Waterloo? Waterloo is like around here. Where's Waterloo? It's by Kitchener, isn't it? I don't know. It's all in this area. You can host a Rep Fest around there. Follow the only road. It's Canada. We do only have one road. So. And for the Americans, it's close to like Rochester, Buffalo, Syracuse. So, directly north of Kitchener. Where's Waterloo? Am I missing it? I used to have an uncle who lived in Waterloo. Oh, it's Waterloo is, yeah, it's like part of Kitchener. Yeah, it's Kitchener, Waterloo. It's like amalgamated. Hosted near lake, just zooming in. Yeah, I see it now. I see it now. I'm like, Kitchener's near Waterloo, but it's like it's pretty much an amalgamated now. So there we go. Antarctic Rep Fest. There was a Voron in Antarctica at one point. Not that Waterloo. The ABBA song? Earth is a 13-hour drive. It's a 9-hour drive for me. So, yeah, 8 hours and 34 minutes. It's 875 kilometers for me to drive to Earth. Waterloo is a uni town. Yeah, there's universities in Waterloo. Did I mention it? Yeah, I know Joe. Yeah, Joe started doing Prusa started doing the pugs. The Prusa, what is it? Prusa something group, meetup group or something. They called them pugs. I can't remember what pug stands for. Prusa user group or something like that. How about German? Well, you guys got Formnext, which is very industry, but there are 3D printers on the ISS. I know. They're like old style industrial ones though, but yes, they do have printers on the ISS. Ooh, that was a fast rapid. Okay, so we got 10 minutes. So if you haven't entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, enter for your chance, link in the video description. Be great if we got an overall Makerfest and I get Hacksmith as a sponsor. Well, I don't think Hacksmith would sponsor. Like, you don't see creators sponsoring these events. I could see hosting, emceeing, but it'd be hard to justify like the expense. Then again, you have open sauce, but that's kind of its own thing, because that's pretty much being put on by William Osmond, and it's pretty much an excuse to meet creators. So. Have I printed the NASA wrench? No, because I have metal wrench. Yeah, I wish I could, like, I really wish I could go to OpenSauce and LTT, but like they are so far out of the budget, and they're West Coast, which, you know, for everyone on the West Coast, it's great you guys finally have something. But, you know, for us that aren't on the West Coast, it's expensive as shit. So. More public than VidCon. That is true. But also, oh. Yeah, I think I bumped it. Let's fix this. Printers. Yeah, I bumped it. Pause. Because there was like a blob forming, and I tried to get the blob, but I think I killed it. Okay, print it again. try again. It's just a thin ice tray. Yeah, that's another thing. San Francisco ain't cheap, and it's right downtown. Free content. Well, we're right at the end of the stream, so it's not like I can milk it for much more. Oh, I'm gonna make food. I'm hungry. And I gotta go drill a hole in my wall. I bought some conduit so I can run Ethernet through it and make it look clean, so I gotta do that. So I gotta run some conduit, I gotta drill a hole, I gotta drill a hole, then run some conduit. Seal up the hole so I don't get bugs in the basement. I'm still finding bugs in the garage, like earwigs and whatnot, so that's fun. They're getting, yeah, the workbenches, they're getting there. They're getting there. Let me pull up the picture. So what I gotta do, I don't know if I have pictures of it. Kinda. So basically like, oh, actually, one second here. I might have a 360. Or I could show you where I gotta punch a hole in. No. I know I have a 360 somewhere. Yeah, here we go, this will work. So this is an older pic, obviously. So, on the other side of this door is a landing. I live in a raised ranch. You come in, you got a little landing, and then you got stairs that go up and go down. So, the stairs on the right, close to this wall, go down. Underneath the stairs is like a little storage area closet, and that's where like my server lives and whatnot. So, the floor is flat with here. So, the concrete comes up to about here. So, there's like 2x4s or whatever, a sill plate. So I've got to go underneath the landing and drill a hole through the wall here. And then I'm going to run conduit along this wall to the bend and then out here, because I got the desk comes to here. So that way I could feed an Ethernet cable and protect it from all this shit. Like I don't want to drop my ladder on the Ethernet cable. So that way I can, you know, run Ethernet to the garage, right? Because screw Wi-Fi. My garage looks weird. It's a garage. It's a 1.5 car garage. It's a garage. Your garage looks weird. Oh, the door looks weird. Well, it's all corrupted because it's a 360 image. Full Cat 6. Yes, full Cat 8 on my budget motherboard that only has gigabit connection. That again, I'm gonna be maxing out at 18,000 kilobits per second. In terms of upload. And I'm going to plug it into a router that again is also a gigabit router. I got Cat 6e. I got where'd I put it? I bought this. It was $10 on Amazon. I got 50 feet of Cat 5e. Ooh, it's Cat 5e. Amazon Basics RJ45 Cat 5e. High performance 4-pair. I'll be fine. Of course it'll be fine. My brother in Christ, I still use Ethernet cable that I stole from high school, that I used for Halo LAN parties back in the day when Halo LAN parties were a thing, and we needed Ethernet cable. So we just kind of snuck, you know, cable out from the computer lab. That totally was not being used. I still have some of that somewhere that is plugged into a computer. Leave the car outside in the winter. I've never parked a car in that garage. It's a 1.5 car garage, but I've talked about this. The garage can fit 1 car. It's a 1.5 car, but you can't fit 2. So it's a 1 car garage. The problem is the driveway is a 2 car driveway, and because you have to park so close to the house because you got a sidewalk that's inset, and you can't park on the sidewalk, it makes it a pain in the ass to park a car in the driveway and park the other car on the driveway because you have to like back out and sneak around. So you have to leave more of the garage open. You can't like, so it's just a pain in the butt. So we never park our cars in the garage. Plus, we have 2 cars, so only 1 car gets to park, so there's no point. So yes, I leave my cars outside all winter. Most people do. This is the same cable I use right now. Oh no, I'm only getting 700 megabits per second. Oh yeah, 700 megabits per second right now. and I'm getting, oh, that's 700 megabits down. And oh no. 694 megabit per second up. Oh no, how will I live? Also, it's plugged in, so I got, the internet comes in, the fiber comes into this router, it connects to one router, that connects to this router that I'm plugged into. So there's like there's like 2 switches. Cat 5 isn't good for moving. It's good enough. Ping, like nothing. Instant. Oh yeah, and I'm streaming right now, so that's impacting my speed tests. Because I normally do sit close to a gig. I do have gigabit Ethernet or gigabit internet. I do have fiber gigabit internet to this house. And when I check it by itself directly off the router, the main router, I do get those speeds. Ping is like 13 to 20. So. Okay, let's do this giveaway. You have 2 minutes. If you haven't entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, do so now, because we're gonna be doing the giveaway in a second here. And then I'm gonna go make some spaghetti. I'm hungry. Yeah, I got something in my eye, I think. Or it's just dry. Yeah. Need some Polymaker to print a rook. Well, you can just buy some. There's a link in the video description. It's an affiliate link. Doesn't cost you anything extra. Goes a long way in supporting the channel. So you might want to check that out. Okay, so 5 o'clock. Waiting on this so I can click the button so we can do the draw. Ooh, looking as good as it did before. Actually, I think I have a 0.4 high flow in there. I think that's what it is. It's a 0.4 high flow in there. You can exchange money for goods and services. Exactly. Okay, 5 o'clock. So if you didn't enter, you'll have another chance tomorrow night. Again, the stream tomorrow will be a little bit earlier, most likely. So we're going live at either 6 or 7 p.m. instead of the usual 8 p.m. Because it is Canada Day, and depending on the weather, we're going to be bringing the little guy to some fireworks that are at, like, I think they're at 10 p.m., but they might move around because it's supposed to thunderstorm. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, so the stream's gonna be a little bit earlier, and it's gonna have a hard cut time that we end it, but we're gonna be building the rook, the Fabrico kit rook. So I got all the parts printed. We'll be in the garage. Hopefully I'll have everything set up. So that will be tomorrow's live stream. So before we do this giveaway though, can somebody give me a number between 1 and 8? I need a number between 1 and 8. 4, I can work with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, the computer already knows. And the winner will get an email from me with information on how to collect your filament after everyone else replies for the contest, so I can do it all at once. Daniel Hackle, congratulations, Daniel. Let me pull up your information here and make sure you're a real human being. There we go. Congratulations, Daniel. And you got the question right. Yay! It's amazing how many people get the question wrong. Like, ooh. I see somebody who answered to last week's number. Ooh, gotcha. Okay, so we're gonna call it there. Congratulations, Daniel. Golf claps in chat for Daniel. So we're gonna call it there. Again, Rook build tomorrow for Fabrico kit based one. So stay tuned for that. If you're not a member, make sure you join the Discord. Link in the video description so you can enter for next month's community challenge and also hang out in the Discord. Cool group of folks in there. So yeah, we're gonna call it there. I'm gonna make dinner. It's the weekend. For those that donated to the channel, became members of the channel, or gifted memberships to others, I thank you. I would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create, without your continued support. You make it all possible. And again, shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we gave away, along with the filament to the winners of the prize. And also, if you want to get some Only Benchies merch of your own, hats, t-shirts, etc., link in the video description. Other links down there, affiliate links, go a long way in supporting the channel. Don't cost you anything extra. Did I miss a $4.99? Norton Tech. Did I answer that one? I think I answered that. Why is that still up there? But anyways, we're gonna call it there. It's the weekend. Be safe out there. Wash your hands, and I will see you tomorrow. And hopefully it's not too hard on the garage. So, bye. Bye. Bye-bye.